Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newsgram. We all have secrets, right? Every family has skeletons buried away. Things could be going on across the street at your neighbor's house. You'd have no idea. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors. But if we're the one harboring secrets, I guess we certainly hope no one knows. We all have them hidden away in our closet, although they might not be quite as scandalous as the residents of Lavender Mews. Today on Newsgram, we're going to travel to the aforementioned fictional town of Lavender Mews, a place that might seem at first glance to be rather boring. But if you take a deeper look and you get to know some of its residents, you'll find some very dark secrets, and they're anything but boring, which is why the names of these characters have been changed.
They are characters that I know. I have lived with them. They are based on real people. I have just spiced them up a bit.
That is Junio Carols, author of the book Bittersweet Neighbourhood. Her real name is not Junio Carols. She writes under a pen name because, you see, the residents of this picturesque little hamlet just might recognize themselves when they read this book.
Yes. That's what I'm worried about. A little bit of it is me, and then I've pulled bits of friends in that I know. Yeah.
All right, let's have a read. In an ideal world, most individuals who live on this planet would love to be able to choose their neighbors, or better still, not have any at all. Let's consider the male species first. We could speculate, quite accurately, that most hot-blooded males would choose their neighbors, even spouses, based on the famous film The Stepford Wives. Women who are perfect eye candy, chefs in the kitchen, whores in the bedroom, and Mary Poppins when looking after the little bread snappers. But most importantly of all, the sole purpose of these docile women when it came to their husbands and male neighbors would be to obey and respect them. Now, let's look at the fairer sex who coexist on this planet. We could presume that females would rather opt for James Bond, Indiana Jones, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, all rolled into one. What these characters have to offer is excitement, spontaneity, and most of all, a touch of danger. Real manly men. The well-known saying, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, couldn't be further from the truth. But let's look at reality and the members of both sexes who live within the lovely Yorkshire Dales. Nestled in a picturesque little hamlet sits Dingle Dell, which is only a small village. The people who reside here look nothing like the ideals. These are real people, warts and all, typically human. Within this little hamlet, you'll come across Lavender Mews. To outsiders, the neighbors who dwell there would seem staid and boring. But if they were to dare to delve deeper, they would find that all these neighbors hide dark secrets that they desperately need to remain secret.
All these characters are characters in their own right. They're all just as important as each other. They are what makes the story.
She's talking about Luke, a car aficionado who just wants his wife Ginger to be less demanding and more content with his faithfulness. And his flirtatious neighbor Cindy, who has an obvious crush on him and isn't shy about it. There's Dottie, who habitually spies on her forgetful and rather nosy neighbor Marie. People call Dottie and her husband Duke Dumb and Dumber. Christian is a vegan, body-obsessed barrister who's never lost a case. And when he begins digging up dirt on another group of untouchables, he has no idea he's about to uncover a juicy scandal.
Well, these are based on real people, and certain people deserve that kind of ending.
Wait, what?
Say no more.
Junio Carols is the author of 2 books, Trailer Trash Havana and Bittersweet Neighbourhood, a dark comedy where the residents of Lavender Mews go about their days harboring secrets that have the potential to change everything. If this sounds like something you'd enjoy, download a copy today from barnesandnoble.com. There's a link to it right there in the show's description. And that will do it for this edition of Newsgram from webtalkradio.com.